Hello everyone and welcome back to GPTP Plays. Today we are continuing our playthrough of Rise of Rōnin. And I legitimately haven't played this in like about a week, I think. I haven't needed to. I recorded enough last time that I didn't need to, so now I'm doing a new recording. Haven't played in about a week. Have no idea where I am, what I'm doing, or pretty much the like. So, yeah. Gonna have to relearn the controls and everything. So this is gonna be fun. I'm sure everyone's not gonna get mad about that whatsoever. Okay, I think I remember what I'm doing now. Let me check my... So that's full. Ancho, and don't have the photography yet. Photography, done. Yeah. Even though it seems like it's not full. There's another bar that it almost, like it... Weird. Okay, anyways, ignoring that. Photography, still don't have that. That one requires cats and a treasure chest. And haven't been there yet. So I think I was just gonna go and try to work on my photography, right? To get the photography, I think it was. And that requires... There are also like some missions I have to do. Horse rescue. Thought there was one other. Maybe I missed it. Where's the missions over here? Yeah, there's like a mission there, a mission there, another mission there, and then the photography thing is over here. So, yeah, I have a lot of like areas I can go into now. Particularly, I'm gonna go over here. Probably go over here, do those two. I'll probably eventually get to that. So I guess I'll just mark that. And we'll port to here. You just make our way over there, I guess? I don't know. Makes sense to me. I guess I'll only worry about how big the area is going to be. Not the target button for that. Training? Is that what this is too then? I wonder what those are for. These are low level areas too, level 4. Like, I don't even know what level I am, but that feels like it's pretty low. I'm 8.
How good of you to come.
good of me to come. Well, that's a pretty interesting thing to say. Don't know if I agree with you saying that to me. Not gonna lie.
Get away from me! Somebody help!
I'm not a big fan of that, I'm not gonna lie. This moveset kind of blows, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, thanks. I know it's not much, but please accept this.
Okay. Dang it. What do you mean I can't fit through there? Oh my god, dude. Invisible balls, walls galore, balls, balls! Alright. Let us continue onwards. Don't see me. Saw me. Ta-da! Public order restored. Feeling so good. I'm just better. Okay. Excuse me. What are you doing?
I've procured some fine wares.
Ah.
What will it be? What will it be? Please, come again.
Curse him. He needs to be taught a lesson. Hey, you! You look like trouble. You might be just who I'm looking for. Rough someone up for me, and I'll make it worth your while. You interested?
Sure.
There's this real piece of work who swindled me out of some money. I saw him hanging around the waste ground, up ahead. Come on, go and rough him up, will you? I'll make it worth your while.
I already said sure, bro. Go.
Much obliged. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I just like beating people up. Head to the villain's location.
You! What the hell are you doing here? Hey, you've got it all wrong. It isn't my fault. I'm innocent, I tell you. That's why you let me go before. Or is it? You had a reason for letting me live. So why not team up with me? I promise, you won't regret it.
But like, you just said you're innocent, but are you innocent? Can you tell me? You seem like a chill dude. I just want to know what's going on, man. Sure, why not?
Oh, that's great. After all,
You do
we
seem like
are
a chummy
all
fellow.
friends by now.
I don't want to kill you.
Let's do this.
You seem like a chill guy. The other guys are suspicious looking men, and he wasn't. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the other guys looked more suspicious than he was. He just seems like a chummy dumbass. Maybe a little, maybe getting on over his head, but a little stupid. These guys actually seem like assholes in comparison. You know?
You're mine! Try to pull a fast one?
Ow. Owie.
Oh, you're all over the place!
chopped his head off. Jeez. That was
As
aggressive.
if we were going to be beaten by that pitiful wretch.
You're right. I'm still kind of
Still,
confused.
you are incredible! Where'd you learn to fight like that?
You know, I'm just a
Give me
badass.
a shout if something big comes along. I'll come flying. You can count on it.
Alright. I'm still not sure if you're a good guy, but you seem like a good guy. Bond established with Gonzo. Alright, thanks, bud. See, I don't know. I just feel like he didn't seem like a bad guy in comparison to the other guys. The other guys seemed like bigger douches. I don't know. Just a feeling, you know? I'm level 9. Heck yeah. Oh, so this one requires Gonzo's level up. Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce his name, but I'm gonna call him Gonzo because that's what it looks like it's spelled. That's just hilarious to me. Oops. Not done with that. Damn. Actually, I want to check my bones. Doesn't say how to increase those bones. Probably just from hanging out. Okay, so let's go here. Just so that we can unlock the area. Bond, on that note. Another public and fugitive, so I'll get those all done. I haven't seen any cats. I haven't seen any treasure chests. I have seen the firearm hardback things. I'll do those later, and then the photography thing, okay. Interesting. There's a lot to do in this game. It kind of reminds me of, like, if you were to stick Neo and What's that other samurai one that just got a PC release? It was normally on Ghost of Tsushima. There we go. This feels like a little bit of Neo and Ghost of Tsushima kind of mixed together a little bit. Now granted, I am saying that from the perspective of someone who has not played Neo yet and only going based on what I've heard with the stances and combat. I've heard this feels very combative-like to Neo and Souls-like games, which I can understand because it definitely does have that feeling. But it also has this sort of openness, you know, complete these objectives in this certain area of this map to unlock certain things, which is very Ghost of Tsushima style in my opinion. But like not done in a like boring way. Like yeah, they're check off things to do, but like in a way it gives me reasons to explore the map, which I'm cool with. Because they're not boring things. At least they haven't gotten boring yet. I imagine doing these public order events will eventually get boring because there's like, you know, you do them so many times, but like the combat's not boring enough where that's an issue to do those all the time. The at-large things is basically the same thing as the public order, so it's not really a big deal, and sometimes you get things out of it, which is cool. These quests so far have been, I've only done a couple of them, have been interesting. I haven't done those training things yet, so we'll see on those, but like, and we'll see how the photography thing is, but like, I mean, finding cats and petting them is fun. The shrines are just, I mean, they just remind me of doing, and the cats remind me of like the foxes in Ghost of Tsushima. It's the same thing. The shrines, same thing. Ghost of Tsushima had like shrines that you had to find and stuff too. Like, I don't know, it just kind of has that same sort of feel to it, which I'm cool with. I am definitely digging this a lot more than the other game that I was trying to, so I was also playing, and I don't think I ever put any of the videos on the channel, but I was playing, after Liza P, I started playing it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was like it's more of a Chinese Souls-like, is what I would call it, but I think it was also made by, Koei Tecmo, if I remember right. I could be wrong on that. But like it just didn't grab me, and it had a similar style to this, and I was worried about. But the difference is this is definitely more Souls-like, where that other one was much more Dynasty Warriors, with a little bit of Souls-like. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head either. It was, God, yeah, it's not coming to me. Hold on, I wonder if I have recordings. I think I have a recording of it still, right? So I should have a name for it. Oh yeah, it was Wolong Fallen Dynasty. So I was playing some of that, and it just never grabbed me enough to continue playing. And so I just kind of quietly set it aside, even though I told people I was going to play that next. And I played it for a bit and did like 2 recording sessions of it, and just kind of went, God, this is just not. This ain't it. It just wasn't grasping me enough. This is grasping me much more. I'm finding this much more entertaining. So I'm glad about that. Kind of same thing with Stellar Blade. I've been playing Stellar Blade. Obviously, you've been seeing those probably on the channel too. Been really enjoying these 2 games so far. I mean, I'm playing both of them, so. I think Stellar Blade I like a little bit more than this one, only because Stellar Blade has a more, I guess, Souls-like-y gameplay. I just like the gameplay of that one a little bit more. Especially with not, like, getting, like, it's kind of funny how, like, it's one of those few games, like, I remember I used to love having all this equipment and being able to change your equipment and see your equipment change your character and everything, and I find that cool, don't get me wrong, I love it. But I kind of like Stellar Blade's more streamlinedness about that with its, like, equipment. Because it lets you focus on just the combat and not having to be like, okay, I need to use this particular weapon in this particular stance against this particular thing. Don't really have to worry about that. It's just you and your skill against that particular enemy. And yeah, you can upgrade your weapons and in that game, and you do have like the gun and stuff, but like in general, it's basically just your skill versus the game. And I like that. And I think I just like that style a little bit more recently. And that's not to say that I don't like games that have obviously the weapons and stuff. Like obviously Lies of P is still, I will still to this day is still my favorite Souls-like game. I will go back and play that for the channel again because I know I will, especially when the DLC comes, because I know DLC is coming for that, and can't wait for it. I am constantly on the lookout trying to see if there's any new information on that. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm very much looking to do a sequel for that game because that developer in particular, you can just tell, really knows what they're doing and really cared about putting out a product. And obviously, I worry that like the sequel's not going to be as good because, you know, quite often when a developer makes something that's really, really good, they get influxed with people who want to join that game developer, and quite often this tight-knit group of people who just wanted to create a really fun and unique experience in game all of a sudden turns into how can we make the most amount of profit. And unfortunately that's true for any popular game dev. Once you get to a certain limelight, if you quote-unquote sell out, and that's not like the right terminology I want to use, but if you basically more or less expand and try to quote-unquote take on more people and try to make bigger and bigger projects, you're eventually going to get to the point where you're taking investor money. At that point, you're selling out because your vision no longer, you can only make your vision so well, right? The more investors, the more money that's coming in from other people, the more people are going to dictate what your game's going to look like. I feel like we just went on a weird, fun little rant here. This kind of turned into story time with Chris. And I'm going to move on because this is not the place for this or the time for this. This is a discussion that I would love to have for sure with people, but I am not live. I'm not streaming this. I'm not talking to anyone in particular. I'm talking to the void and just airing out my personal thoughts. And maybe somebody will listen. Probably not, though. If you happen to listen to this and you want to have a discussion with me, go ahead. Comment in the comments. Tell me what your thoughts are on the whole thing. Regardless. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Lies of P. And I'm looking forward to their DLC that's eventually going to come out. I look forward to the sequel that probably will happen as well. One of my favorites. But I think that this game is... This is the closest polished Souls-like Koei Tecmo game I've played, because they've tried a couple of them. I think this is the most polished and most fun one they've created. Or that they've at least published, I should say. Because Team Ninja made this, if I remember right. So, you know, I commend them for that. It's still not as good as Stellar Blade, in my opinion. I think Stellar Blade is better. And I'm very much looking forward to a sequel for Stellar Blade that probably will happen, or DLC. I think Lies of P is even better. I think Lies of P, I don't know why, for some reason, that game I just find to be my jam, my cup of tea, for some reason. It's got all of the things that I want. It's got good lore that's up front in your face, but then it's also got lore that's hidden that you can find. And it's got great storytelling, it's got great pacing, it's got great mechanics, it's got great... Just... There's not a single thing wrong with Lies of P that I can ever... Like, off the top of my head, there's legitimately... Like, almost nothing wrong with that game. In my opinion. So... Because of that... It makes it one of my favorite Souls-like games, which is funny because... You know, it's obviously not made by the guys who made Souls games. From Software. And that's not to say that I don't like Dark Souls or any of those games, obviously, either. Obviously, again, I think it's funny how I said I'm going to stop ranting and I'm going to continue ranting. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But, like... Words. So I haven't obviously beaten all the From Software games. I have not beaten Dark Souls 2 or 3. I have not beaten all of Bloodborne yet, and I have not beaten all of Elden Ring. Elden Ring I stopped playing because the friend that I was playing with decided to stop playing with me. He will probably say that he didn't intend to do that, but if he's watching, I mean, I hate to tell you, man, you started playing with other guys, and you did leave me back. You did. Even if you claim you didn't intend to, you were playing with other people, and that's totally fine. But like, don't piss on my shoes and tell me it's raining, please. It's just be honest. You wanted to play more than I was able to play at the time, and so you jumped ahead and played with a bunch of people and left me in the dirt. And I have not been able, and it's not one of those games that I personally enjoy playing by myself. For some reason, I don't know why. I've tried playing Elden Ring by myself several times. It's just far more enjoyable with other people. I don't know why. So Elden Ring, I will be doing a game run of that with DLC with my brother at some point. Me and him are planning on doing that, so I will be able to complete that and tell you. So that's why I'm like saying that Lies of P is my current favorite, because I think it's the most polished and the best one that I've personally played. But I have not beaten Dark Souls 2, 3, or Bloodborne, or Elden Ring. So we'll have to see how I eventually will go and play those, see how my thoughts are on. Yeah. Now that I think I've gotten that out of the way, I think I'm done talking. We can continue playing now. Only took like, what, 15 minutes of your time? Go ahead and tell me down in the comments below how annoying that was for you. Because I'm sure somebody out there is going to tell me just shut the hell up and just keep playing the game. And I'm going to argue, why are you watching my YouTube channel? If all you want to do is watch the gameplay, go play it. And then somebody will say, but man, you don't normally talk when you're playing. Normally you're much more quiet and you just play. And I will say you are correct. I quite often do that. Only because I get distracted. Not on purpose. I enjoy talking. I like to talk. You probably can tell that you, I'm sure, by now. Speaking of not talking, hold on.
Help me!
Wow. Enough of that.
Thanks.
Easy peasy. Bodyguard's rifle. Wandering Samurai's kimono. Nice.
Welcome, welcome. From both myself and the horses.
Cat. Treasure chest. Cat. Treasure chest. Then once I get those, then I'll come down and hit this. Or should I go there? We'll go there. Then we'll hit this and then go over. I think. I think that's what I mean.
Is there anyone with confidence in their martial skills? Well now, a glance is enough to tell me you're made of a stern stuff. Would you care to give my pupil a lesson? Are you ready? Begin! Fine display. Here's a token of my thanks. How you handled my pupil's attacks and threw him off balance was truly impressive.
Sorry for blowing up your house.
Huh.
Demon God Spear. Better watch out. Got Demon God Spear. 134, huh? Blood gauge, aerial attack. feel about that. If I had more, that's right, I got a new bodyguards rifle. It's kind of sick looking too, not gonna lie. With a repeater too. That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. But I gotta look at that now. Oh, so it's basically the same thing but better. Key recovery rate. So this has health recovery rate with that Cash Spark. Which I don't get, which kind of sucks. Max health. Alright, so I put over there. Okay. Still missing a cat apparently somewhere. That's okay though. When people who harbor strong wishes and desires make their wishes a reality, and you will further strengthen your bonds with those people. Level 9, level 8, okay. It's a little harder area. Hey buddy, what's going on?
Are you a samurai? You must help me. For an appropriate reward, of course. Though you might not think it to look at me, I have plenty of coin. Believe me. I'm a merchant from Great Britain. Now, I recently located some coal in the cave over there. But as soon as I had, a band of brigands popped out of the woodwork and stripped me of everything I had. They're still in there, now. I won't stand for it. I won't let them have my coal, my possessions, or my blasted clothes. Pray, could you go into the cave and fetch them for me?
Yeah. It's a pretty
Much
shitty thing
obliged.
to do. I get that you're a foreigner and everything in this country, but like that's still a shitty thing to do. So let's go and see what that's all about. Yeah.
I can't.
That's just a warning. Next time, I won't be so gentle.
Thank you for saving me. This isn't much, but I want you to have it.
Of course, my wallet's been emptied. Of all those wretched brutes! Ah, I forget myself. Allow me to thank you. My name is Marcus Samuel, and you have my heartfelt gratitude. I'd hoped to reward you here and now, but I'm afraid those thieves have made that impossible. Would you be willing to come and see me at Yokohama Grand Villa? You'll be generously remunerated, I assure you. I really am telling you the truth, you know. What? But then why would you stick your neck out for me? I see. Well, you have my thanks. I promise your reward will be handsome indeed.
Excuse me, apologies. I like this bomb mechanic too. Makes it interesting. Treasure of Enlightenment. Oh, nice. Show to an inventor to spend your options for developing. Oh, okay, that's right. I haven't done that yet. Nice. Okay. Do I want to do more bond stuff in this area? Oh, it tells you what you get. Hold on. Bond bonus. Charm point, Japanese spyware, wooden steel set. No merchant suit on your bayonets. Flintlock mechanical rifle. Painted Chiefs of Dachi. Sure, why not? Why not? Bruh, what? That's horseshit, dude. Loki, stop! God, you're just screaming for no reason, dude.